Alright, well, let's have a look, see what things look like inside. Probably have to water. Okay. Oh, it's humid in here. So, most of them are kind of dead, but like, some of them are kind of alive. I don't know, this guy might... I need the macro in here. I don't know, you got some hanging around. This was all big and beautiful earlier. This here, like little signs of life in some places. This Tiberius Mahler is doing great for some reason. I don't know. A few things are still hanging on. That doesn't need to be on anymore. I wonder if this is really hard to watch. Because I'm just like leaning down, the camera's going all wacky. Let's see what it looks like in here. I think everything's dead. Well, I thought maybe one or two might hang in there, but not a damn thing survived. Well, I don't know. I thought this guy might... Actually, wait a minute. Hey. So maybe we got one survive. I think that's like the only one. Wow. Yeah, they're cooked. Oh well. Now with the old and the new, I guess, right? I gotta see what's still hanging around. See if I can take some seeds and plant them and shit. Like this guy was really cool, so if I can trace, like, let's take one of these, right? I don't know if I got that on camera, but, right? This guy. Follow the stem up to... Oh no, I think I took something else. Shit. Well, if it's something... shit. I think I just took this one, not realizing. But... Okay, shit. Alright. Well, this one's... Or this one. Let's see if those... like a chocolate primo tolly. Like, there's some peppers hanging around, so I can just kind of replant everything this year. I just kind of have to... This thing ain't following me. What's going on here? Alright, I just updated the firmware on my camera, and I think I figured out what the heck was going on. But yeah, so like, kind of have all these guys down here, kind of like follow them. Still a lot of peppers. Like, is that following you now? Yeah, okay. Like there's random little. Like, look at these guys. I haven't even seen these at all this year. It's like they just. I guess they just. I don't know. Oh, those are that Carolina Reaper plant? Wow. Those aren't Carolina Reapers. Are they? No. Unless they just pooped out. But like there's like pods to plant. Look at this guy. Still hanging in there. Actually, dude, he's alive. Look. Will that focus on that branch? Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see the little leaves poking out. But that's like the only one. And this guy over here still got a few leaves sticking out of it. Which one is this anyway? Thor's Thunderbolt. That one was pretty cool. Yeah, like there's pods left. Oh, what is DJI? What did you do to this camera? Make it not want to follow. I don't know what's going on here. It feels different than it used to. Hey, guy. But yeah, like there's peppers on pretty much all of these. Even if they're rotten, I'm pretty sure the seeds are fine. Like I have a bunch of tomatoes that got like, they just kind of like shrivel up on the stem and whatnot. But I gotta like categorize everything. There's still a tomato hanging around over there. There's like a few. Actually, there might be some tomatoes that start growing out of the bottom of these pots soon. It's getting warm enough. Oh yeah, like, I don't know. I just gotta spend all week planting a bunch of seeds and stuff. Like, look at this. It's all dried up. I'm not used to this new setup. It's the same setup. It's just firmware is different. Yeah, like these are wild. Weird looking f***ers. Yeah, like I'd say 95%, maybe even like 98% didn't make it through the winter, but I should have done things different. I think my mistake was I got a little too ambitious, I guess. But trying to keep both of these warm enough in the middle of winter and like not popping breakers and stuff. Let's see. So like what I did was I got one of these things. It's a 10 by 20 greenhouse, by the way. So like I got one of these things thinking it'd be enough because I watched a couple videos and kind of thought, yeah, like I don't know. It's hard to tell just from watching a few videos, doing some research online. Point is, next year, I'm getting sidetracked. I don't know what I'm talking about. I started out the season kind of thinking that one of these guys. Whoa. What? What are you doing? I don't know what's up with this thing. One of these things would be sufficient to keep this warm. Oh, all my... When did that fall down? I didn't even notice those fell down. Yeah, I put up these like Mylar blankets. What I really should have done, and I had it too, I think it just... I just think things didn't work out. I found... So like I play music and stuff, and like I've been trying to set up this recording studio in my basement for a while now, but I've had all these like flooding issues and shit. So one day on Craigslist, I just found like a bunch of this like I think it's used for... Oh shit. That's not good. I guess that... How did that happen? Yeah, it's been really windy lately too. I don't know, but that was like I had carpets up on the side. Anyway, I got this like really nice like under carpet padding. Not the stuff like where they chop up a bunch of old foam and like stick it back together, like actually nice, like purpose made. I don't even know the exact details of what specifically it's made out of and stuff, but I have a bunch of rolls of it. And they're like massive and super heavy. I think that's part of the reason why I didn't move them, was because they were so heavy. And at the time, I kind of like pulled a muscle. So like when the winter was really coming in, I couldn't really like move that material without hurting myself. So like, I guess, just never really happened. But like, I got some plans for next year, but anyway, that's way down the line. Back to what I was originally saying. So from what I found on like a couple YouTube videos that I could find and all that stuff, I thought this would be like sufficient. The 1500 watt heater, and it's hooked up to like a like a temperature controller, which follows this wire to this thermometer lead thingy. I don't know if that's coming in focus or not. This thing. You can stick it in the soil and stuff too, but I guess I was under the impression that would be enough, and it really wasn't. It was for up until, I'd say up until like right around Christmas. Everything in here was still like looking great, like super green. Like I had a bunch of new peppers popping up. But then once like end of December, January hit, it'd be like, we had a couple super cold days too. It'd be like, I forget how cold. I think it was like down to like 3 degrees or something like that. But it was like just stupid cold out. And I think next year, because I did this for both, I feel like this is not close enough to me. Like, what is going on here? I don't know. I hope I'm not all blurry too. Like, I had a hard time cleaning this lens before. I don't know what's going on. But so, gee whiz. I thought this firmware update would make things easier. It's a pain in the butt. I figured this thing would be enough. Turns out, no. It's enough for, I'd say, like right now, it's like March 10th. Like, we just set the clocks forward an hour yesterday. So I guess that marks for this year when I start planting everything, because I still got to go through the rest of the seeds and stuff, and then I have to actually like write tags, fill trays, and plant everything. So I'll take you guys along for that. But that's what we're doing this week. Start sort of buckling down. So daylight savings marks the end of the beginning of the season. But yeah, so I'd say from like end of December through like end of February, I'd say 2 to 3 months. It was just too damn cold for anything to really survive, even with the heater. I ended up like no, yeah. So like at the very beginning of when it really got cold out, like I got these heat mats like super cheap. I don't know how the hell I got them so cheap, but so like I put some on heat mats, and I had an extra little like 400-watt heater back here. Basically, I was like just on the brink of what I could use without popping any breakers. Like I had a few issues popping breakers and stuff, but yeah. Next year I'm just gonna do like I have the same setup in the other tent, the greenhouse. You probably saw that, but next year I think I'm just gonna put everything that I like in the other one, and put both of these, because that one I think gets better sun in the winter than this side. It was always a little bit warmer. So I have another one of these setups over here, and I'm going to put it on the other side in the other tent, in the other greenhouse. I do this all the time, and I'm going to probably continue to do it forever, but I have two greenhouses, and I have like on the side of my house, it's like this like gazebo, I guess, that I kind of turned into sort of like a greenhouse. You'll see. Anyway, so in past years, I would keep my plants sort of in that gazebo, but I get them mixed up all the time, like greenhouses, gazebos. You heard me say tent. I never know which word to use, so just bear with me here. I'm an idiot, but yeah, like as you can see, there's still some stuff that sort of like these are still like I could chop this up and make a chili tonight or something, you know? Like this is still edible. I mean, you know, I guess you know what I mean. It's still like there's still some peppers that kind of toughed out the past 2 months. For the most part, everything died, but like as you saw in the other greenhouse, yes, I got it right this time. In the other greenhouse, there's still some stuff alive in there too. It was 95 degrees in there today. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So with the thing with the heat, I ended up having to put things on 3 separate extension cords, because each extension cord can handle, well, I don't know what each breaker is exactly, but if I had loaded it up with anything else other than this thing on an extension cord, it would pop the breaker. So like that's on its own circuit. then I have a second circuit which also runs to the other greenhouse, which is this little X connector, whatever you want to call it, which kind of like ran over to this heater. And there's one of these on the other side too, which I think you saw. I just turned them off because I realized it got up to 95 today in the other greenhouse. But so these sort of helped for like a little bit, but it was like a third circuit. So I'm running all these extension cords and stuff. Two's plenty. And I would have been much better off if I just put two of these in one tent. Maybe if this is a smaller greenhouse, it would have worked, but I guess most of the people I found in videos and stuff had maybe smaller greenhouses or more well-built greenhouses. This is like a tunnel I got for like $150 or something. I don't know. It was honestly for $150, like an all steel tubing 10 by 20 with like its own, not bad. So, kind of just experimenting here, but yeah, we're gonna have to clean up in here. That'll be another day, but next year I think I'll put both of the big heaters on both sides in that greenhouse, and then just do a better job of insulating it. And I think we should be able to keep growing things year round. But I would have never known if I tried. So at least, and hey, like maybe some of you guys are thinking about it. Maybe I'll save you some energy or something. But it's kind of cool to see too, just as an experiment. Oh, if you're wondering what these are, they're like these little star mylar balloons that, I don't know, it was like, I think I got 50 of them for $8 or something, $7 off of Amazon. But I put them in here because they kind of like, they're black and they'll absorb sunlight and maybe radiate a little extra heat. I feel like they'd worked a little bit. They helped. I mean, that other greenhouse is 95 degrees today. I don't know if I got these later in the season, so last year. So the first half of the summer, spring and summer is going to be a learning experience too. But excuse me. As you can see, I had like some tomatoes and stuff. But yeah, time to turn these little guys off because it's getting warmer out. It's still not warm enough to plant things outside yet, but that's kind of the nice thing about the greenhouse is it kind of gives you some more options. I don't know what's up with this. I apologize if this video looks really wacky. Like I said, Jesus, I just put new firmware on this camera, this Osmo Pocket 3 thingy majig, and it's doing all sorts of weird shit I'm not used to. So I apologize if the framing is. Why did it stop tracking me? I don't know what's going on with this thing. I apologize if the framing in this video is a little wacky. I must have reset all the settings or something because I don't know what's going on here. I got my wide angle lens on and it still feels like it's closer to me. I feel like it used to be wider. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, oh jeez. Okay. I guess that's gonna do it for the greenhouse update right now. Let's see what temperature it is in here anyway. Right now it's like 61, 73% humidity. Pretty good. Yeah. Oh, right. Um, yeah, it was interesting though to see if anything would survive, and now I know what to do better next year. So hopefully, once we get some seeds going, we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. But I think I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, that's about it. I gotta go sort through all those seeds, the rest of the seeds that I have from all the past years, see what I still have left, and then I'll do a video where I go through what's left in here, what I'm gonna plant. But until then, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment if you want. Let me know if there's any questions you have. I'll be happy to let you guys know anything I've learned so far. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.